Okay, so welcome to our first HSA community Laugherzoom. Super excited. And so those sessions of Laugherzoom have started already 2 years ago, and they had every time, actually they just started like laughing, and then little by little they start having a theme or a topic. In the last year, they start having themes related to the spire elements, the chakra, and that's how it also became, hey, why don't we turn this entirely into HSA? So now that we start again this year, the idea is that we keep looking at the HSA themes of spiritual, physical, intellectual, relational, and emotional well-being. But we look specifically for something called the yellow factor or yellow goldfish, which are also inspired from the book that I wrote, Happiness in Business, which are about elements that companies, we as individuals, but also within companies can use to bring more happiness to their customers, employees, and society. And then every time I will share something linked to that topic. So starting in general from the spiritual well-being, the element related there about the laughter yoga itself is that laughter yoga starts as an intuition from Dr. Kataria for laughing as a physical exercise because it's good for us and we get all the benefits, but it also has a very, very strong also spiritual element. And I have here the book from Dr. Kataria, but I realize it's the Italian version. He calls it the inner spirit or laughter, really to say how much laughter can really help us also as a spiritual practice, because ultimately laughter is also a form of meditation. It's an active, dynamic meditation instead of a still, silent meditation. So that's the element of meditation. If we look at Spire, mindfulness is one of the paths. And the other element, it's meaning and purpose. We, as laughter yoga leader and teacher, we are also called to bring more peace and more happiness into the world through laughter. So there is really also this element of meaning. And that's the part that I want to highlight today on the laughter yoga. And the part about the two yellow factors that will inspire us today, purpose and integrity, I'll do it in a bit. But first we start with our warming up. So we always start warming up by clapping our hands, because that activates our meridians in our hands and brings up our childlike playfulness. Yeah. And then we start adding a rhythm to it, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And if you want, you can unmute yourself as well if you want. And then we add the element of the aspiration. So we add the ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And we try to do that H as aspirated as possible, because what we want to do is we want to activate the diaphragm. So we do the same, but we do it by going ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, 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 ho. Very well, very well. Yeah. Very well, very well. Yeah. That's our signature. I don't know how to call it, pose elements of laughter yoga, because we really activate a bit of our power pose, but we really celebrate. It's just gonna be a great day and everything can be well. Yeah. Exactly. And then we do a bit of breathing exercises. That's also why laughter yoga is called yoga, because it connects with the pranayama. We do just a simple one. We breathe in, we hold, and when we breathe out, we start by releasing and laughing. Ready, steady, go. Breathe in. Lord. With the next one, you can imagine that you breathe in all of the possible oxygen energy that goes inside you while you hold. It cleans up your entire system. It cleans up, it cleans up, it cleans up. So when you release all of the negativity and all of the cloudy energy that is within you. And once more, we breathe in. Fill up ourselves with all this energy, oxygen, new energy. When we release, we radiate it. And then we start with the first namaste laughter. So we try as much as possible on Zoom to look at each other one at a time and to bow to each other, recognize each other, and laugh. And you can laugh with any vowels that you want. So you can go. And then by now you start to feel already the warm, so you can also go with the scarf is coming out for Uda, yeah. So I can actually talk. No, now we go. Now that we have warmed us up, we go into the topic laughter. So I mentioned to you for each of those sessions, there will be 2 yellow factors linked to each of those well-being elements of Spire. So today it's spiritual well-being, and the 2 elements linked to it are purpose and integrity. So for purpose, we really mean contributing to something bigger than ourselves and fostering a better world. And it's about fulfilling needs like clarity, contribution, meaning, growth, and evolution. So our laughter today are going to be inspired by the company mentioned in the book, which are called Yellow Goldfish Trailblazer, which are doing something exceptional for their customers or employees. So the first one we're going to start with is from Greystone Bakery and their new chances. They have a center for open hiring where they basically share all sorts of best practice. They have a space to evaluate, improve, and define best practices to promote employment opportunities regardless of education, work history, or past social barriers like incarceration, homelessness, or drug use. So we do 2 laughter here. One is the chain breaking laughter. So and every time I first show you the laughter and then we do it together. So we imagine all of those chains that block us from things and limit us. So we go until we break them and then we laugh. Ready, steady, go. The second one is welcoming laughter. So it's like, I see you, I acknowledge you, I accept you, I hug you, and I welcome you. And we do the hug however we want to do. So we go, The second company which inspires us today, it's a Very Well Miller. They are actually a construction company where they do a lot of things about fostering a better world. Their CEO is fantastic, but there is one thing which I especially love about them, and that they measure the divorce rate of their employees. Because basically the CEO had figured out that during a conversation, an employee saying that since he became the CEO and changed the policy, his relationship with his wife got better. And then he listened to his employees and figured out that before, when things were very stressy in the company, people were going home and taking their discussions with their family, and that they were having an increased divorce rate. So to keep that effect, they start measuring it and they keep track of it. So we do the argument laughter when we go home and we are all angry and we just argue. And then instead we release all of our stress and we just laugh and we are again all relaxed. Ready, steady, go. The next company on this one, it's Ben and Jerry, and that they are an ice cream company. They are very concerned about climate justice, and what they did, especially in the Netherlands, they created something called the Chunkinator, which is a reactor that turns ice cream waste into energy. So here we do the ice cream laughter. So we imagine having an ice cream, and we eat our ice cream, and then I don't know, we just throw the ice cream on each other's face and we laugh. And the second topic of today, it's integrity. So integrity is about believing and proving that businesses can be a force for good, and they actually contribute to improving the world we live in, preserving the environment. So some of the needs that are fulfilled are fairness, justice, progress, honesty, transparency, and authenticity. And our main trailblazer here is Tony Cioccoloni. I don't know if you guys in US know it yet. They since recently also came to US. Oh, I should have had a bar with me. I don't have a bar with me close by. But it's a chocolate company that has been fighting slavery into children, for children. Because basically they discovered, the founder, he went to Africa and discovered that in the cacao industry, child slavery was still a big thing. Mostly of the people working in the fields to collect cacao were children. So what he did, he ate 12 bars of chocolate produced illegally by using children's slavery, and then he went to the police and said, please arrest me, which they didn't. So we're now gonna eat 12 bars of chocolate and then we go to the police and pray them to to arrest us. Okay, so ready? I'm not, like, there are a lot of laughters here that I'm not sure yet how we do them, so we just do them together. So we grab the chocolate bar and we eat. And we go like, please understand. Arrest him. So instead, he made a Willy Wonka type of industry, and he has created an entire new chocolate fabric and industry, and in the past 13 years has grown worldwide, where they produce chocolate made without slavery. And their bars are really super colored, so they do a lot of cool things. So now what we do, we make chocolate fondue with those bars. So we go, our face future. And I guess one final laughter, or maybe one final laughter, is from the New Belgium Brewing, which is a company which makes beer in Colorado. So probably you guys in US do know New Belgium Brewing. Their founders are really inspired by the topic of integrity. So they have a whole set of core values where they do things with a lot of integrity and respect for everything. So we are just going to imagine that we get their beer. So we fill in our beer. Then we toast with each other. We have laughed really continuously for the past 15 minutes. So we now do the final laughter before going into the relaxation grounding mode. And the final laughter that we always do, it's a mix of yoga, qigong, laughter, and you name it. Because the way that we do it, it's a sort of an hug. So we do, like in yoga, you have sometimes the namaste, or you have this, you have that. So what we do, we do a pack on our shoulder. The first A is to thank for each other for our presence here. The second one is for all our teachers, past, present, and future, that made us who we are. And the third one is for ourselves, for our taking the time for ourselves and our self well-being to be here. And then we hug ourselves laughing. So we go. Now, after all this energy and laughter, it's going to be a bit of quite a thing to reground. So I'm going to start with sharing also one nugget of knowledge about the type of grounding that we do today, because normally we always do the humming at the end. And today we do something called the so hum, which is the most simple type of grounding breathing that you can do. Basically, it's also based on the inner spirit of laughter from laughter yoga, but it's also in yoga. The idea is that so is the universe, hum is ourself, So when we say so am, we are saying I am the universe. I'm connected to the universe. And when we breathe in, we say so. And also you can also connect your fingers because your thumb represents so, the universe, and your index represents you. When you're saying so and breathe in, you imagine connecting to the universe like a mobile connecting to the Wi-Fi or into the charging plug, and you get all the energy from the universe. And when you say hum, you embrace it and you are the universe. So we do it, repeat it 3 times, each on our own timing and silently. So we breathe in.
Hum. Hum. So hum. So hum. So hum.
Okay, thank you. I see you also started into the, next time maybe we can also do it that we actually just vibrate it together. That's also fine. So that was all for today. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close the registration on YouTube, and then who wants to stay can stay, and we can chat about how this all went. And I'm also gonna start the poll for after. How are you all feeling? I think I have to end this one first and launching this one. And for anyone watching on YouTube, this is our monthly HSA Club call. If you want to join us, you can on the second Friday of every month. Just send me a DM, the direct message for